Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I apologize for the conditions. It's cold and windy right now. Our portable microphones have stopped working, so I'm sure there's a breeze and it's probably terrible audio, so I apologize for that. We want to do a quick walk around. It's really noisy in the shop. It's a terrible overcast day and quite cold and windy, but we want to do a walk around on this 1950 Ford F1. For American viewers, F47 is what it actually is here in Canada. So we finished the total restoration on this truck, and we're just waiting for the appraisal gentleman to come to do a full thorough appraisal and take pictures of it. So it's a 1950 Ford F47. So now in its finished form, I guess what I'll do is I'll just pop the hood, show you what we have here, just a brief walk around and share with you what we've done. So this is the upgraded Flathead 8. There's two different Flathead 8 engine sizes. This is the bigger one, it's the 255. There's also a 239. So this is what they call an M head body, or the same engine as they would have in the Mercury trucks. For those of you who aren't familiar or haven't been watching all the videos on this truck, that is the correct color. It's a Ford beige. The camera person can probably come around this other side too to show the engine bay and just a lot of the detail stuff, where we've got the original generator, 6 volts, been replaced to an alternator. It's now 12 volt system. The dual water pumps are new. We've got all new fuel lines. You can see the fuel filter, the glass filter, and everything is quite authentic looking. We changed the wiring. It has a new painless style wiring harness. Instead of running the wires across the top of the firewall, we've run it down below, and then we have all this partially hidden coming along the rail, and I like using this nice webbing to cover the wiring, just subtle little details to kind of clean up the engine bay area. The radiator is the authentic 4-core rad. The original fan for the engine kind of blew apart, so it's on back order for the replacement. The shroud, when we got the vehicle in a million pieces, was missing the fan shroud that attaches to the back of the radiator. Our client wants to be able to drive it and enjoy it a couple of times before the weather gets really bad. So for now, we've just done an electric fan with a rheostat. So we can start, stop, run, drive anywhere with it, but not going to stay that way. This is more of a temporary thing. And then come springtime, when the fan comes and the shroud comes, we'll do the authentic look with that. You can see the detail work and underneath the hood. We did all the body and paint to match the outside, so there isn't any imperfections or flaws. It has all the original trim clips, and then you can see even the little rubber stoppers, the rubber grommets. The hood hinges are painted separately. They're the correct black. So everything looks quite nice. And then you can see even along here we have the stainless steel hardware for the inner and outer fenders where they attach. And then so that's pretty much it for the underneath. The exterior, you can see we've got triple plated chrome bumpers, chrome trim. The camera can probably pick it up. We like doing this subtle little detail stuff. These are 12 volts, and it's got the Ford insignia right in the glass with the 2 number on it. So I like that kind of detail where we have the Ford insignia in the glass itself. There'll be some people that will probably make comments about the tires. Our customer didn't want to go with nylon tires. He wanted to go an all-season type radial tire for traction and nice ride. So we've got the BF Goodrich long trails. They're the original rims, chrome trim rings and center caps. Earlier videos we shared with you where we featured or highlighted the insignia Ford in the stamping. And we did the same thing up here in the badging. We have a vinyl cutting machine, so we're able to cut vinyl to fill in the insignia, and same thing on the hubcaps. This is an F47, which means the Canadian version truck, so we have the insignia here. The American truck would be the F1. They don't reproduce these, but we're able to polish them up. The exterior, you can see how nice the cab turned out. This is a single stage paint. It's our premium single stage, so the beige and the black. These are correct Ford colors, just not for 1950. But in my opinion, this is quite a smart contrast and looks quite nice. Our running boards we shared with you earlier, and now you can see how it all came together quite nicely. We've got our Line-X product. The running board centerpiece is a Line-X bed liner material. We masked the lines the way we wanted it. We took them to Line-X to have them done, and then we masked the Line-X, and then we completed the black finish with the high gloss black Ford paint. All the handles, the swan style mirrors, trim, all that stuff is all brand new. And then when you open the door, you can see how nice it looks inside. We just have some plastic on the carpet so we don't get it dirty. We've got sound deadener underneath, and then we have the carpeting. We have new pedals, new dimmer switch. We rebuilt the dash cluster. Just above the dash cluster, you can see that little black knob. Those of you who are going to say, well, that's not authentic, you're exactly right. That's the same location where the lever would be for the vacuum wipers. It wasn't working and not very reliable, so we converted from 6 volt to 12 volt. We added an electric motor, so now we have electric powered for the wipers. Our client plans on driving this quite a bit, so we want to make sure it's very safe to drive. That's why we've added these. This is an aftermarket signal light switch and four-way hazard. This truck only came with one brake light in the back on the driver's side and no signals. We have it, so now you have signals. So the marker lights in the front grille are also their marker and signals. And same thing in the back, we added the dual tail lights. It looks quite authentic inside. This is an upgraded aftermarket wooden steering wheel, which I think is quite a bit smarter looking. It has the nice Ford crest center cap for the horn. You can see it's got the chrome mirror, the visors, we didn't pull the plastic off yet, and the full headliner. So it's quite nice on this side. We added seat belts. They're retractable seat belt to make it safer for driving. And then, as we mentioned in earlier videos, we've got the polished pieces and then the high polished aluminum to finish off the trim in the cab. And then our handles are all polished and look just like new. We have all new rubber. This has all been polished and all new felt. So probably as close to a new truck as you could possibly come. So that's that side. And as we come around the back of the truck, as you come back, you can see how the beige and the black contrast. It's neat the way the truck is kind of shiny, but it's an overcast day. It's really cloudy and crappy right now, so I apologize. Hopefully you can see how nice the paint looks. All of the work on this truck was done in-house. We didn't farm anything out or send anything away to have done other than the machining for the engine, the reassembly, and everything else in the truck we've done here. So in the bed we shared with you earlier, this is the original bed, which is in terrible condition overall. It looked like it was an old wood truck at one time. Now the panels are all nice and straight. The nice dark stain on the oak with the stainless steel strips, in my opinion, is a really nice touch. You can see the nice small back window, nice style for 1950 in the Ford, and all new seals, all new glass. And then at the back, you can see where we have, as we stand back a little bit, once again the nice contrast. You have the black with the beige and then chrome. You don't have a whole lot of things going on there, but I like the subtle little things, like the embossment is featured a little bit against the beige instead of being washed out. As I mentioned earlier, we've got the dual brake tail lights and 12 volt, much safer to drive if they're caught at a car show coming home if it's overcast or dark. And then subtle little V8 deflector on the back for the tailpipe. So we like those small little details. Just kind of personalizes the truck a little bit, in my opinion. As we come along this side, obviously the same deal. You can see how nice and clean everything looks. All the polished trim and so on. I think the camera can probably pick it up. I like the small little details here. They used cork to go between the handle and the steel door in 1950, so I had a tough time finding these, so we've got the cork for all of the little gaskets that need to be. And then if we open this up. We just got plastic so we don't get anything dirty, but you can see the seat. Seat looks quite nice. Our client had this seat upholstered while I was at the other shop where it sat for about 14 years, so we didn't do anything with the seats. In nice shape. We mentioned earlier videos about the interior, so we have all new glass, all new trim, updated chrome for the visors and mirror. We've got the radio filler and the speaker. There is a speaker in there, and something that we did that I kind of think is a nice touch is right in here, inside the glove box, we have a retro sound upgraded stereo. It's an AM FM stereo. It has Bluetooth and MP3 and all that kind of fun stuff, but it's hidden away in the glove box, so everything looks quite authentic. There are speakers, upgraded speakers in behind here. Has wonderful sound, and with a Bluetooth capacity too, so the power is here. It's all wired up correctly, and I think that's just something that's a kind of a nice touch, something that our customer wanted to have in terms of one of the upgrades, but didn't want to hurt the overall appearance of the truck. The other feature I like is the old style heater. So we had this all rebuilt and we repainted everything, and then these are the door flaps that you deflect the air. And then we've also added a fan, so we have defrost that will actually work, and you can see we have stainless hardware up on the top. So I like the way everything is contrasted nicely together. We don't have too many things going on. It's black, it's beige, and some wood accents. So with the wooden steering wheel, it ties in with the wood that we have in the truck. And then we have sound deadener that we've installed in the complete cab. So the whole floor, firewall, headliner, behind the fuel tank, and around the window. It all has sound deadener, which you cannot see, and then we have this cardboard headliner, the upgraded headliner with stainless hardware and this beautiful black loop carpeting. And then we've added these aftermarket, the upgrade of the stainless polished strips for the carpet edging. So everything overall I think looks quite smart. As we come along the passenger side, we've added the mirror on the passenger side too. But quite a smart looking truck, I think, overall. So hopefully we'll see this at some car shows coming up. Our season obviously is over right now for showing it, but hopefully we'll have a few shows that we can get some feedback on what people think. So it's a 1950 Ford F47, same as the F1 truck. I thank you very much for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.